Okay, whoop whoop, much clown love. I'm gonna do the Dark Lotus, the Mud, Water, Air, and Blood review. Let's go through the booklet first. So, you got a bunch of ancient pictures. There's really no, as far as I know, there's no story behind it or anything. There's no really, what's that? Blah, 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 blah. It's just explain shit. CD art, I don't have with me right now because I don't keep those CDs in the cases because they always get scratched. But let's see. Track listings are the Mud, Water, Air, and Blood, which is just them saying the Mud, Water, Air, and Blood. Garden of Evil is them returning, saying that they're returning from the garden because in bloom. They were in bloom for Black Rain, or Opaque Brotherhood. And the Garden of Evil is them returning. It's a great song. My Head is Haunted. That's basically just saying that they all have skeletons in their everyone has skeletons in their closet, except theirs are in their heads. Death in a Jar is just about catching death and not letting it go, because if you can catch it and hold on to it, then you probably won't die. That's just my take on it. The Mud is just someone talking about how the Lotus starts off in the mud. How everyone starts off in the mud no matter what. Debbie in the Dark, it's about finding a girl in the dark and just having sex with her, and they all only tag off each other. Morbid is just being out there. It's just completely fucking out there in your mind, not knowing what's going on. My Kind of Party is probably my favorite track on this. It's about just having, it's their kind of party. It's no matter what party they're at, it's going to be their kind of party. Price of Life is, what if you had to pay to be alive? What would you do? Would you spend all, like, if you only had a certain amount of money and once it was gone, your life was over, how would you spend it? If everything cost something, how would you spend it? Pretty cool track. The Water is just them saying how, okay, it's through the mud, now it's coming through the water. Everyone, we go through the mud, now we're in the water. We're getting closer to blooming. Villainous featuring ABK. Not really my favorite track on here. I mean, it's an okay track. I personally think ABK is better with groups. He's not that, to me, he's not that good as a solo artist. He's better in groups. 45 minutes is just about, I don't know what the hell the point of that is. All I know is that they have 45 minutes, but they don't say what they have 45 minutes for. And they go down and it ends at like 5 minutes. Say, okay, we got 5 minutes. Called Congregate, just about meeting up, I'm guessing. It's about meeting up. The Air is just another short skit about how the air, you have to have air to survive. The Drought is about like a world drought, nobody getting any rain, and the sun's beating down on them, and yeah, they just, death is happening everywhere because there's no water. You need water to live. And then the last track, Let It Rain, is when it opens up, when the skies open up and it rains and everything comes down, and it's a fucking awesome track. It's an awesome way to end an album. Twisted and Blaze's verses on the CD, they kill it every time. Violent J is kinda. I really didn't like his verses that much. Shaggy was okay. Yeah, so that's gonna be my review on Dark Lotus, the Mud, Water, Air, and Blood. Keep an eye out for another review coming very soon, I hope. Whoop, much clown love.